What's up, YouTube? Hey, check this out, man. Just now, Diddy mom stole $40 million and fled to Europe. Straight up clickbait. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to start off talking about why I'm not going to do this.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Because it's bull. I already know it's bull. Poor Diddy. I don't even think Diddy still got $40 million after he done paid all these lawyers. One of them quit. He probably quit because he knew the money was running out. That's what I think. I think, dude, well, look here, dog. I've been paying y'all this time, man. Can I pay on a weekly basis? Well, nah, dog, I'm out of here. I'm quitting. And also, you got something to do with some crazy stuff going down, man. So, this video is still got a little bit of information. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I played a little bit of it. Then I backed that thing on up, baby. But check this out, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Y'all need to check out our descriptions. I know what I'm gonna do. Diddy is beyond cooked. This is a 10-minute video, so we're gonna do these two together, all right? Diddy is beyond cooked. Because of some of the information that's in this video, not the 40,000. Let's see what real bullshit look like with the clickbait. Y'all stay with me for a minute because we're going to do the clickbait, but at the same time we're going to do some information and break some stuff down. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. If you seriously want to make a difference, start your own YouTube channel, learn how to do all this stuff, holla at your boy, man. It's links and stuff in the description. You can check out the YouTube growth system. It's the name of my YouTube course. People are signing up, man, and I'm surprised. And what we doing with the channel, with the YouTube course, and everything is helping people. You can become a Patreon. Part of the YouTube course is you got to become a Patreon, and you will see a lot of the videos behind the scenes of us helping people and us putting stuff together. With that being said, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out.
A woman is accusing Sean Diddy Combs of drugging and her when she was 16 years old in 2000.
16.
In the meantime, let's go back to New York City. Want to get some updates on the case that is unfolding there regarding Sean Diddy Combs.
It's the kind of story you wouldn't believe even if it were written into a movie script. Imagine this. One of the most powerful figures in the entertainment world, Sean Diddy Combs, a man whose empire is built on music, fashion, and undeniable charisma, suddenly finds himself betrayed by the one person he thought he could trust above all others, his own mother, Janice Combs. Yes, you heard that right. The very woman who raised him, who he credited with his success, is now at the center of a scandal so shocking it has everyone talking. What if the person who taught him loyalty and perseverance turned out to have her own agenda all along?
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood being.
Just let the record show, man, that Uncle Mike trying to be real nice, but poor thing. It's something about her that she ain't, you feel me? I'm trying to be nice, man, but she don't rub me. Oh my God, and you a lawyer? When she first came on the scene, dog, she trying to broker deals or shopping stuff. That's negative. I don't want to help you. Oh, I seen you on this tape, so I'm gonna be the middleman to broker this deal to cover up the tape. To sell it to, man, get out of here. I don't want to be a part of that.
Being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
Let's set the stage.
I wouldn't even tell nobody that. Somebody contacted me to help hide something that ain't had no business being done in the first place, like a bank robbery. So they contacted Uncle Mike to say, well, how can I put this and make it look like I didn't do it. Do you think I want a part of that? Man, get out of here. First of all, you shouldn't have done it. You should go to a church and you go repent your sins. Go look at that man in that box or something. I don't know what to tell you, but don't come over here with that bull.
Shopped around to individuals in Hollywood, but one particular person contacted me.
Contacted me.
A particular video they were in.
Why would they contact your little shady tail? They been that. You let everybody know. You did something wrong. Don't contact Uncle Mike because I'm a snitch. Yeah, he did it. He did it, y'all. Why I know he did it? Because I'm allergic to jail, Your Honor. He told me. I'm just telling you what he told me. I'm allergic to jail. And you going to sit here and broker a deal to shop a tape. And you call yourself a lawyer. That's all. I tried to sugarcoat it. I tried to sugarcoat it, man. And Nope. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this lawyer.
Leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
Let's set the stage.
Did you do it?
Diddy, with his larger-than-life persona, is used to being in control, whether it's running his multi-million-dollar record label, throwing elaborate events, or managing his sprawling business ventures. But behind the scenes, his financial world has been unraveling. The FBI's recent investigation into his assets revealed a stunning discrepancy. Hundreds of millions of dollars unaccounted for, mysteriously vanishing from offshore accounts and hidden holdings. And here's where it gets juicy. Whispers in the industry started pointing fingers at none other than his mother, Janice Combs. Janice has long been a figure of admiration and strength in Diddy's life. She raised him after the untimely loss of his father, and by all accounts, she made sacrifices to ensure he had the private school education and opportunities that set him on the path to stardom. But as the investigation deepened, cracks began to form in that perfect image. Evidence suggested that Janice not only had access to Diddy's financial accounts, but also may have been orchestrating transfers and withdrawals without his knowledge. Could this really be true? Could the woman who'd been by his side through every milestone have been quietly siphoning his fortune for her own plans? Adding fuel to the fire, Janice's sudden and unexplained departure from the United States raised even more questions. Just as the FBI began closing in on the source of the missing funds, Janice seemingly vanished. Sources close to the family say she left in the middle of the night, boarding a private jet headed for an undisclosed location. The timing couldn't have been more suspicious. One day she's seen attending court hearings to support her son, and the next she's gone without a trace. Speculation ran wild. Did she flee to avoid questioning? Was she planning this all along? And most importantly, what does she know about the allegations against her son?
Because my next guest just testified before a federal grand jury. He says he was in possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's freak-offs and parties.
To understand how we got here, you have to look at the dynamics within the Combs family. While on the surface, everything seemed picture perfect, the glamorous events, the tight-knit siblings, the public declarations of love, insiders have hinted at long-standing tensions. Diddy's rise to fame and fortune came with its share of sacrifices, and those closest to him weren't always on the same page. Some family members reportedly felt sidelined, their contributions to his success overlooked. Could this have been the spark that led to Janice's alleged betrayal? Did she feel entitled to a larger share of the empire her son built? Or was there something deeper at play? The drama doesn't stop there. Rumors began swirling that Janice's actions weren't just about money, but also about control. It's no secret that Diddy's legal troubles have been mounting, with allegations and lawsuits piling up against him. Some are now questioning whether Janice played a role in steering her son down a path of self-destruction. There's even talk that she enabled certain behaviors, turning a blind eye to the darker aspects of his lifestyle. Could her sudden exit be an attempt to distance herself from the fallout, leaving her son to shoulder the blame while she starts fresh somewhere far away?
We're monitoring another push to free Sean Diddy Combs tonight, with his legal team citing new evidence in an updated bail proposal. The music mogul agreeing to around-the-clock security and cutting out contact with basically anyone but his legal team to get out of jail ahead of his trial scheduled for May of next year for charges he allegedly coerced and abused women for years.
Adding another layer of intrigue is
those guys, those people that he pissed off, not the lawyers and not the judges and not the court system, afraid he gonna flee. They're putting this on him. Why? They want to make sure this man stay in jail and suffer. Black, white, Chinese, I don't give a dude. Come on, man. If you think of everything of people pulling strings, right? We talking about a string puller. We talking about a liquor. These people been running the liquor, and Diddy got in bed with these liquor people, right? Next thing you know, he tried to sue them and play the race card. What? That's gonna cut out sales. They know the numbers. They know the numbers of sales. You mean to tell me you gonna go get little dancing boy, you out in public. These are powerful people that are billion trillionaires and don't want nobody to know. Foreigners. And what they do, they gonna stick it to them. The only way out Diddy has is he seriously kill himself, and he ain't gonna do that. He ain't getting out of jail. And I don't know. You see what he did with that last going up for bail, the last bail hearing. You see what the judge did? I think he on 18. I'll make my decision after the weekend. Now Diddy think he got hope, y'all. Oh shucks. I ain't get a no today, but I gotta sit in my cell and think, they might say yeah this time. Yeah. He had to sit in his cell and say, oh shut, that's torture. That's torture, y'all. You mean to tell me you done had me thinking I had some hope? I had some hope for the whole weekend plus one day. And y'all came back and then said no. Oh man, that's like putting salt on the daggone wound. Putting the salt on the wound. That's what they did. And you gonna sit here and tell me, come on, man. You pissed off the wrong people, man, and they gonna make you suffer. Suffer. Little boy, little dancing boy. That's what this is all about. Poor Diddy. Oh my God, I feel sorry for him.
His legal team to get out of jail ahead of his trial scheduled for May of next year for charges he allegedly coerced and abused women for years.
Look at this.
Adding
Look at
another
this
layer of intrigue is the alleged fallout between Janice and other members of the Combs family. Sources close to the situation claim there were heated arguments in the months leading up to her departure. Diddy's siblings and children reportedly confronted her about her access to the family's finances, questioning her intentions. One insider described a particularly tense moment during a family meeting where accusations flew and Janice stormed out, refusing to answer questions.
And she wasn't at the last
breaking
hearing.
Point that pushed her to leave.
I think.
And what does this mean for the family left behind, now grappling with the fallout of her actions?
That's it. If it is privilege, of course they won't. But if it really is what the prosecution says, that has nothing to do with the case, or even worse, it's actually evidence of witness tampering, because we all know the attorney-client privilege, there's a crime fraud exception. You can't use your lawyer to perpetuate a future or continuing fraud or crime. So if the documents are what the government says they are, they're going to get them again. And again, it's just going to be a matter of days, because I don't expect.
Janice has remained silent since her disappearance, but her past statements are now being dissected for clues. In a recent interview, she spoke passionately about her son's resilience and her unwavering support for him. Yet some see her words in a new light. Was she covering her tracks, painting herself as a devoted mother while secretly orchestrating a financial coup? And let's not forget her public appearances at Diddy's court hearings, where she seemed to stand by him. Was it all an act to deflect suspicion, or was she genuinely torn between loyalty to her son and her own plans?
Live, a judge has denied bail for Sean Diddy Combs. Of course, this was the hip-hop mogul's latest bid for freedom as he remains in federal jail for his racketeering and sex trafficking case.
What's perhaps most shocking is the scale of what's alleged. We're not talking about small sums of money here. The missing funds represent a significant portion of Diddy's billion-dollar empire. Money that was earmarked for business ventures, legal fees, and even his children's future. The idea that Janice could have accessed and redirected such vast amounts without raising alarms speaks to a level of cunning and calculation that has left even seasoned investigators stunned. How did she manage to pull this off, and who might have helped her?
Did in fact occur, Their argument is more than likely going to be that this activity was consensual, that this person was a willing participant. And not only that, but that these individuals assumed the risk of being present at those parties, of engaging and voluntarily engaging in this conduct and being in those spaces, consuming alcohol and things of that nature.
The ripple effects of Janice's actions are being felt far beyond the Combs family. Diddy's associates, employees, and business partners are now scrambling to assess the damage. Contracts are being reviewed, partnerships are being questioned, and trust is in short supply. For a man who built his brand on loyalty and family values, the betrayal cuts deep. But the question remains, can Diddy recover from this? Or will the actions of his own mother prove to be the ultimate undoing of an empire he spent decades building?
Can he recover from this? Y'all know the answer. Y'all know the answer. Can he recover from this? Y'all know the answer. There is nowhere in the world, boy, you are done. You are cooked. You are fried. And this is only the beginning. This is the beginning of you being cooked.
Betrayal cuts deep. But the question remains, can Diddy recover from this? Or will the actions of his own mother prove to be the ultimate undoing of an empire he spent decades building?
Man, forget the mother. Forget the mother. She out for her own little piece of the pie. Forget the mother. Diddy, you done. Diddy done. Did he do it? Diddy done.
The betrayal cuts deep. But the question remains, can Diddy recover from this? Or will the actions of his own mother prove to be the ultimate undoing of an empire he spent decades building? As the investigation continues, the focus is shifting to what Janice's next move might be. Where did she go, and what is she planning? Some believe she's hiding out in a luxurious villa, living off the funds she allegedly took. Others think she's laying low, waiting for the dust to settle before making her next move. Either way, her disappearance has left a trail of unanswered questions and a family in turmoil. And with Diddy's legal battles heating up, the timing couldn't be worse.
It sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes. This was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video. So to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping.
The Combs family dynamics have always been complex, but this latest chapter takes it to a whole new level. The betrayal, the missing millions, the sudden escape, it's the stuff of tabloid gold. But beneath the headlines lies a deeper story about trust, loyalty, and the lengths people will go to when they feel wronged. Whether Janice's actions were driven by greed, desperation, or something else entirely, one thing is clear: the Combs family will never be the same.
Time frame is important because this happened in hotels, in places that have surveillance, that there's records that could be consistent with his testimony about when he alleges that these parties took place. He probably has his own information about who attended the events. When you're somebody like Sean Combs and you're such a celebrity and you're engaged in this type of behavior, people around you are memorializing it on their own.
And so we're left with more questions than answers. Was this all part of a grand scheme, or was it a desperate act by a mother trying to secure her own future? How much did Diddy know about what was happening behind the scenes, and could he have prevented it? And perhaps most importantly, what happens next? As the legal battles intensify and the family drama unfolds, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. Stay tuned, because the twists and turns are just beginning.
And Sean Combs get another shot with Judge 𝗟𝗡𝗡? Or what will be his likelihood of success in a different court? Because there's currently a pending appeal at the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. So to get into all of this, I want to bring on former federal prosecutor 𝗚𝗎🔾 Rahmani, friend of the show. 𝗚𝗎🔾, thanks so much for coming on. First, before we even get into what he can do next.
Now let's dive deeper into the chaos surrounding Diddy's legal battles and what all of this could mean for his future. If you thought the missing millions and his mother's sudden vanishing act were jaw-dropping, just wait. Because the storm brewing around Sean Diddy Combs is far from over. With lawsuits piling up, accusations flying from every corner, and the media dissecting his every move, one question looms large. Can Diddy survive this? Or is his empire destined to crumble under the weight of these allegations?
I'm not surprised with the decision. I'm surprised that Judge 𝗟𝗡𝗎𝗓 entertained it. He held a 2-hour hearing, which we were covering live, and he issued a 5-page written order. Most other judges, including the 2 previous judges, to consider this issue, summarily denied the bail motion. I think a lot of it stems from Judge Subramanian being a newer judge, this is a Biden appointee.
First, let's talk about the latest claims against Diddy. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, new accusations keep surfacing, each more shocking than the last. We're not talking about isolated incidents here. This is a tidal wave of lawsuits and allegations from people who claim to have been wronged by the music mogul. Some of these claims are from individuals who allege that Diddy used his influence and power to manipulate those around him. Others paint a picture of someone who let his wealth and untouchable status go to his head. And the most recent lawsuits? They're coming not just from those who worked with him, but from people who claim to have witnessed his behavior firsthand. It's as though the walls are closing in and everyone is eager to have their say. Legal experts have been weighing in, and let's just say their opinions are as divided as the public's. Some believe that the evidence against Diddy is overwhelming, that his past finally caught up with him, and that there's no way he'll come out of this unscathed. Others, however, argue that the sheer volume of accusations could actually work in his favor, raising questions about whether some claims are exaggerated or opportunistic. When you're a figure as polarizing as Diddy, it seems everyone has an opinion, and the court of public opinion can often be just as influential as the legal one.
He is very, very dominant. Like, he wants to control the situation. He wants to control his inner circle. He wants to make everyone have a good time and enjoy his parties. And so, you know, it is scary because you think...
That's Popcorn Planet. Shout out to Popcorn Planet, man. That's one of my favorite video YouTube channels. Here we go.
He wants to control his inner circle. He wants to make everyone have a good time and enjoy his parties. And so, you know, it is scary because you think, you know, this person or possibly his social network or the people he's around could make or break your career.
But here's what's really wild. Some insiders are suggesting that these legal troubles might be part of a larger agenda to take Diddy down. Think about it. He's a man who's dominated the music world for decades, built an empire worth hundreds of millions, and become a cultural icon. Could it be that his success has made him a target? There's speculation that certain industry rivals or even former associates might be fueling the fire behind these accusations, using this moment of vulnerability to settle old scores. While there's no concrete proof of this, it's a theory that's gaining traction among some of his most loyal supporters.
You know, if you say the wrong thing or you complain or you know, I don't know, there's an element where you're just, I guess manipulated in a way to make you feel like, oh, you have to please everyone around you. You can't say anything wrong. You don't want to say a bad thing, or, you know, when they're constantly asking you, would you like to do drugs? And you're like, well, I don't do drugs. And they're like, well, why don't you do drugs?
Adding to the intrigue is the role of his business competitors. Diddy has always been a fierce player in the entertainment world, and his rise to power didn't come without stepping on a few toes. Some are whispering that this could be a calculated move by individuals in the industry to dethrone him and claim a bigger piece of the pie for themselves. After all, when someone as powerful as Diddy faces this level of scrutiny, it opens the door for opportunists to swoop in and capitalize on the chaos. Could this be more than just a legal battle? Could it be a war for influence and control?
But it will be up to the jury. And there's really another piece of this case, and that's the racketeering case. And they don't really talk about that. Diddy's attorneys, Sean Combs' attorneys, they stay away from the racketeering part of this. They are focused solely on the trafficking part of this case.
And then there's the timing of all this. Why now? Why are all these lawsuits and allegations coming to light at this particular moment? Some suggest it's no coincidence, pointing to the fact that Diddy was reportedly planning a major business expansion before everything came crashing down. Could it be that his ambitions threatened the wrong people, triggering a chain of events designed to stop him in his tracks?
Yes.
It's a question worth asking as we watch this saga unfold. Whether you believe in conspiracy theories or not, one thing's for sure. There's more to this story than meets the eye.
Well, certainly there's a lot of information that needs to be substantiated, investigated, and those kinds of things. But when we look at people who become offenders, we oftentimes see early exposure to whether that's or actual behavior, and we oftentimes see that within the family.
And speaking of the court of public opinion, let's not forget the media circus surrounding this case. Every new allegation, every leaked detail, every court appearance, it's all being scrutinized and sensationalized. Headlines scream of betrayal, power plays, and shocking revelations, ensuring that Diddy's name stays in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. But is this constant media attention helping or hurting his case? On one hand, it keeps the public engaged and adds pressure on the courts to act decisively. On the other hand, it risks creating a narrative that might make it difficult for Diddy to get a fair trial. After all, how can a jury remain impartial when the entire world has already formed an opinion? Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Rumors are swirling that Diddy's legal team might be considering a plea deal. Yes, you heard that right. A plea deal. For someone as proud and defiant as Diddy, the idea that he might voluntarily admit to any wrongdoing is almost unthinkable. But insiders are saying that his lawyers are exploring all options to minimize the fallout, especially with the stakes this high. The speculation is that Diddy might agree to certain terms in exchange for reduced consequences, possibly even to protect his family from further scrutiny. Could it be true? Would Diddy, the ultimate survivor, really make such a move? And if so, what does that say about the strength of the case against him?
Diddy is now suing. So according to our friends over at Us Magazine, Diddy, who remains in the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center while he awaits trial. Us Weekly writes this. It says Sean Diddy Combs has filed a defamation lawsuit against one of his accusers, their attorney.
Of course, any talk of a plea deal raises questions about what exactly Diddy would be willing to admit to and what he would want in return. Some believe he might use this opportunity to shift focus away from himself and onto others, possibly implicating former associates or even family members. Others think he might try to frame himself as a victim of circumstance, someone who was targeted because of his success and influence. Either way, the idea of Diddy striking a deal is enough to say.
My bad, y'all. I stopped it too late. Here we go.
Others think he might try to frame himself as a victim of circumstance, someone who was targeted because of his success and influence.
This is what I wanted to say. I wanted to stop it right here. Allegedly, from now on, I'm going to turn my head when I say allegedly, because that's the bullshit. Allegedly. Oh, man, this thing done went to a whole... What's she going to say?
Nice.
Oh, man, my thing went to a different... Oh, watch this. Here we go. My bad, y'all.
A bullshit?
Allegedly. She dirty, man. Why you think she just left? She too old. You too old to fight. You don't want to fight. I had enough. I made enough money. I just want to take my wife and live the rest of my life. I don't need this. I don't need this stuff. I done did dirt. The dirt about to come out. I'm done. Let me just live the rest in London. She in London, y'all. God dang. Here we go.
Bullshit.
Oh, wrong. My bad. I ain't switched back over. Here we go.
Either way, the idea of Diddy striking a deal is enough to send shockwaves through the industry. What would it mean for his legacy, his businesses, and his reputation? And more importantly, how would his fans react?
He claimed that he had video footage. He also claimed to have the real Kim Porter memoir.
But let's not forget the elephant in the room, Diddy's family. With so many allegations flying around, there's growing speculation that other members of the Combs family might be involved in some way. Remember, this isn't just about Diddy anymore. His entire inner circle is now under the microscope. From his mother's mysterious disappearance to the whispers of tension among his siblings and children, it's clear that this is a family in crisis. Some are even wondering if certain family members might have been complicit in the very actions Diddy is being accused of. Could the scandal go deeper than anyone imagined? And if so, what will happen to the Combs dynasty? The involvement of Diddy's family adds another layer of complexity to an already messy situation. His children, who have often been seen as the heirs to his empire, are now facing an uncertain future. Will they stand by their father, or will they distance themselves to protect their own reputations? And what about his siblings, who have been noticeably silent throughout this ordeal? Are they staying quiet out of loyalty, or is there more to the story? As the legal battles intensify, the dynamics within the Combs family are sure to come under even greater scrutiny.
While appearing on News Nation, Burgess claimed to possess, quote, 11 flash drives that allegedly featured videos of 8 celebrities, 6 men, and 2 women. Burgess alleged that, quote, 2 to 3 of the individuals were minors.
And then there's the question of what comes next. With so many unresolved issues and so much at stake, the future of Sean Diddy Combs hangs in the balance. Will he fight tooth and nail to clear his name, Or will he take a step back and let his legal team handle the fallout? Will his empire survive the storm, or will it crumble under the weight of these accusations? And perhaps most intriguingly, what role will his family play in shaping the outcome?
Is illustrating is this completely out of control party on a super yacht, including various celebrities, that when you read it, it kind of rings true. I mean, when you read it, it doesn't come off as being something that's completely unbelievable. You have to take into consideration that
as we wait for the next chapter in this unfolding drama, one thing is certain: the story of Sean Diddy Combs is far from over. With every new revelation, every court hearing, and every rumor that hits the headlines, the stakes only get higher. And as the world watches, one can't help but wonder, how much more can one man take? Is this the beginning of the end for Diddy? Or does he have one last trick up his sleeve? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: this is a story we won't soon forget. Stay tuned. And as we wrap up this shocking chapter in the life of Sean Diddy Combs, we can't help but wonder, could you ever forgive such a betrayal from someone so close? And what do you think the future holds for the Combs family? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more celebrity gossip and jaw-dropping stories. Until next time, stay tuned.
Dude, you cannot tell me. You can't tell me that he did something he had no business. All this crap pointed toward him and he did absolutely nothing. You a bad dude, boy. You badder than Jesus, and I know you ain't that bad. I know you ain't that bad if you're going to walk through all this crap, giving a 13-year-old a soda, then the parents had to beg the little boy to tell him what happened, and they told, and the parents still ain't do nothing all these years. Now they just filing a lawsuit. That's a messed up. You done hired a 13-year-old girl, little boy that's supposed to audition for you. Allegedly. Gotta say allegedly. Anyway, should we go back to, let me see what, yeah, we're gonna go, hey, check this out, man. I got something new for y'all real quick. This is what I wanted to, this was the backup plan right here. Let's see what my man say. Shout out to Diddy is, what it say? Diddy is beyond cooked. And that's what I believe. I believe Diddy, dude, 120 cases from one lawyer, 5-10 other cases from other lawyers. And this don't have nothing to do with what the feds got. Now they done open up new cases of the feds. They ain't even finished looking at your 90 terabytes of data. You can't make bail. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 strikes. I can't even keep up. How many times was he denied bail? Shoot, they gonna cook. They cooking you, cuz. They are cooking you. You don't know that by now, Diddy? Boy, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm staying up on this 100% all day, every day, 24/7. Let them get off, and all of a sudden, thank God, thank everybody for supporting me. I'm out, I'm free. Well, what are you going to do now that you out? Well, it's such and such, such. Nah, this ain't playing out like that. It ain't going to play out like that. They going to fry you, Diddy. You ain't dying in no jail by no accident. You ain't going to do no accidental death. You ain't doing that. They ain't trying to kill you. They want you to suffer. Unless you kill yourself. That's the only way you getting up out of here. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, check this one out.
Now Diddy might actually be more cooked than we thought. One of his own lawyers just dropped out of his legal team, filing a motion to withdraw from the case. And his reason, he straight up said, under no circumstances can I continue. Honestly, that's a wild statement from someone who's supposed to defend you in court. Diddy's entire empire is crumbling in real time, and his latest development just adds another L to a growing list of career-ending losses. For the last year and a half, P. Diddy has been one of the most talked about celebrities in media, and for all the wrong reasons. The man went from being a hip-hop mogul to being labeled as the ringleader of a criminal enterprise. Like most of y'all know, Diddy is in some deep shit. He got arrested back in September and is being claimed that he was running an operation designed to satisfy his need for sexual gratification. And it gets even darker. He's been accused of using violence, intimidation, and fear tactics to keep victims quiet. If convicted,
but everybody keeps saying that he would hire workers while he sit in the corner and pleasure himself. That's the part that's killing me. I'm like, damn. This must be true. Is that part at least true? You sitting over there letting people enjoy themselves with that fine. That's a fine woman. You should have called Uncle Mike. I'm bad. My bad, y'all. Woosah. That's my bad. She fine. Good God Almighty, boy. Cassidy, you a fine mama. Anyway, you flying other men to break off a little something while you sit in the corner and play with yourself. I ain't never thought about that. I don't want nobody have my pride and joy while I'm in the corner with my hand. Come on, dog. Does that sound? Maybe that must be some rich horse tranquilizer type stuff. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Operation designed to satisfy his need for sexual gratification. And it gets even darker. He's been accused of using violence, intimidation, and fear tactics to keep victims quiet. If convicted on all charges, we're talking life in prison. It's crazy to see how this entire situation has unfolded. Because how do you go from being one of the most powerful men in the industry to having your own legal team abandon you? Yesterday, news broke that Anthony Ricco, a high-profile criminal defense attorney, filed a motion to withdraw from Diddy's case. In court documents, he made it very clear he cannot continue. Now think about it for a second. This is a lawyer whose entire job is to represent people in criminal cases. So people who have the worst reputation imaginable. Yet he even said, nah, I can't do this one though, okay? Now there's actually a logical reason why he decided to drop out. So let's get into that in a second. For years, there's been rumors about Diddy. People in the industry have whispered about his shady business practices, his connections, his lifestyle, and for years, nothing really happened. Money and power kept him protected. That was until now. Law enforcement finally caught up to him, and the consequences are piling up. The allegations are too massive to ignore. Even someone from his legal team, who was supposed to defend him, doesn't want to be associated with him. Although he still, of course, does have a bunch of lawyers on retainer because his trial is coming up in May, and they're preparing for war because the government is going to give it to them. If y'all don't know who Anthony Ricco is, let me break it down really quickly. This man has defended some of the most high-profile criminals in history, including being involved in the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombings trial, which had Osama bin Laden's name on it. Now, to be clear, he didn't represent bin Laden himself. He was a part of the legal defense team for one of the co-defendants on trial in this case. On top of that, he's also handled multiple federal death penalty cases and even defended a NYPD detective in the highly controversial Sean Bell case. This is the type of lawyer who steps in when the stakes are life or death. Yet, even he wants no part of Diddy's case. That alone should tell you how bad this is. He said, deuces, okay, I don't want to be a part of what y'all got going on over here, okay? Now on a more serious note, why exactly did Anthony Ricco drop out of Diddy's case? Because, you know, this wasn't just some random exit. It actually turns out that there was a major power struggle inside Diddy's legal team. Ricco and, you know, the lead attorney, Mark 𝗟𝗡𝗡, they have been butting heads for months over how to handle the sex trafficking charges in court. While the lead attorney 𝗟𝗡𝗡 has been publicly denying the allegations, Ricco had a different approach in mind, but he wasn't given the control needed to execute it. From what we know, Anthony Ricco had two major concerns. The first one is the lead attorney's legal approach has been to outright deny the trafficking charges, claiming that Diddy's so-called freak-offs were consensual encounters between adults. Ricco, on the other hand, had a different legal strategy in mind, but he wasn't able to push it forward. I don't know exactly what his strategy was going to be, but in the end, you know, he's an experienced lawyer, so I'm sure he had an angle for how it was going to benefit Diddy's bottom line, right? And then they also disagreed on when to actually go to trial. So Anthony Ricco strongly believed that they wouldn't be ready for the scheduled May 5th trial date and wanted to ask for more time, but his co-counsel refused to delay, right? And then on top of that, Ricco wasn't even able to speak to Diddy directly, which is kind of weird because he's representing him, right? And then apparently they kept on blocking him from that access, and at that point he decided that he couldn't properly defend Diddy, so, you know, he walked away from the case for that reason. So now Diddy's team is down one high-profile criminal defense attorney at a time when he needs all the legal firepower he can get. And when a lawyer with this much experience walks away from your case, that's never a good sign, okay? Now there are some other rumors, if you will, that the reason why he walked away was because he couldn't deal with the crimes of Diddy. Did Diddy eat people? I've never heard of a lawyer turning that kind of high-profile case down. What the hell did that man do? Now that tweet right there had over 300,000 likes on Twitter, so a lot of people are obviously paying attention to the story, and they're obviously—
Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, my bad.
That's never a good sign, okay? Now there are some other rumors, if you will, that the reason why he walked away was because he couldn't deal with the crimes of Diddy. Did Diddy eat people? I've never heard of a lawyer turning that kind of high-profile case down. What the hell did that man do? Now that tweet right there had over 300,000 likes on Twitter, so a lot of people are obviously paying attention to the story, and they're obviously very confused, okay? Like, how the hell do you walk away from a case that's this high profile? Especially since lawyers are some of the biggest capitalists out there, okay? They want that money. Ain't you trying to get paid? I think this Diddy trial actually has the potential to be one of the biggest trials in entertainment history. And
that's crazy. You think about it. Take a second, y'all. Think, why did he walk away? The money wasn't right? I'm telling you, I know why he walked away. Diddy did so much shit. You got to use that word in this predicament. Diddy done did so much shit that this man is trying. I want to be a lawyer and I want to do my job and I'm a good lawyer. This is too much shit. I can't defend this type of shit. And when it's come for Judgment Day, right? When it's time for Judgment Day, God, who knows all the shit, God knows all the shit, right? I mean, think about it. He God. He knows the shit that you done covered up. He know how you covered it up. He knew you was going to cover the shit up before you even covered it. And now he's like this. This too much shit to cover up because he going to know about it. I'm out of here. I'm trying to get through the pearly gates. A judge that grew a conscience. There was a movie out that said that a judge that grows a conscience is the worst judge in the world. He might well go do construction work or something. He can't be a judge no more. A lawyer, man. A lawyer, a judge. Listen to me, a lawyer. Dude, I cannot with this. You know what I like about the Diddy case? I like the twists that I ain't even expect. I wasn't expecting no goddamn going judge to quit. Nah, dog, I can't do this no more. I wasn't even expecting people to make Diddy bed up. God damn. I was not expecting the mama to not be the mama. That's the aunt. Oh my God, it's too many twists in this thing, man. Let's keep going. Here we go.
Especially since lawyers are some of the biggest capitalists out there, okay? They want that money. Ain't you trying to get paid? I think this Diddy trial actually has the potential to be one of the biggest trials in entertainment history. And there's a couple reasons why I say that. First of all, this isn't just about one lawsuit or one charge. This is an entire criminal case with serious allegations that could send him away for life. We're talking about accusations of trafficking, violence, intimidation, and abuse. Things that destroy powerful men when the evidence piles up. And if we're talking about powerful men falling from grace, we gotta bring up Jeffrey Epstein. See, Epstein was another billionaire mogul who used his wealth and power to operate in the shadows. He owned mansions, islands, and even a private jet, but behind all the luxury, there were darker secrets. Back in the 90s, Epstein set up shop in the US Virgin Islands, a tax haven where he owned not one, but two private islands. One of them, Little St. James, was rumored to be where some of the most disturbing crimes of humanity happened. It was said that Epstein used hidden cameras in his Manhattan mansion to record sex acts involving his wealthy associates, possibly for blackmail purposes. And here is where it gets even wilder. His private flight logs included names like former US President Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and other high-profile celebrities. Now, how does this connect to Diddy? Well, in Diddy's case, some accusers have also claimed that he kept tapes, recordings, and evidence of wild parties, private encounters, and potentially illegal activities. Now, let's be clear, there's no confirmed evidence of this yet, but if something like that ever sees the light of day, if these types of tapes or recordings ever leak, yeah, Diddy might actually be finished for real, along with a lot of his famous friends. Now, there have been a lot of conspiracies about these tapes, people speculating that other celebrities might be on them and that they were secretly recorded or that they contain some wild, incriminating stuff. But let's stick to what actually is confirmed. According to Diddy's legal team, prosecutors do have 9 tapes that were provided to them by victim 1, but these tapes were not seized in the raids on Diddy's properties. Instead, victim 1 had them in their possession and turned them over as part of the government's criminal investigation. Now, here's what Diddy's lawyers are saying. They claim these videos prove his innocence and show fully consenting adults in long-term relationships. The defense wants electronic copies of these tapes, but so far, they can only watch them in the presence of a government representative and aren't allowed to keep them. And perhaps most importantly, they're flat out denying the conspiracies. They claim that the tapes do not show any secret cameras, orgies, other celebrities, underground tunnels, minors, or anything involving coercion or violence. Now, obviously, that's their side of the story. Whether or not these tapes actually help Diddy's case or hurt him is something we're gonna find out in due time. But what we know is that these recordings actually do exist, and they're gonna play a role in this trial right here. Now, here's something interesting. Diddy's claiming racism, saying that the feds are only going after him because he's a successful black man. His lawyers are trying to get one charge dismissed, the Mann Act, which accuses him of transporting people for prostitution. Diddy's argument, he says the Mann Act has a racist history and was used to take down Chuck Berry and Jack Johnson, 2 successful black men. His lawyers claim that no white person has ever been prosecuted under this law for hiring male escorts and that Diddy is being selectively prosecuted. For context, the Mann Act was created in 1910 to stop sex trafficking. Now, does Diddy's argument hold weight? Well, the feds aren't just accusing Diddy of hiring escorts, they're saying it was part of a bigger criminal operation. So this could either be a real legal defense or just Diddy trying to change the narrative. Either way, he's fighting back hard and this case is getting crazier by the day. Now, something I've been wondering is, will this case actually expose anything, like something bigger in Hollywood? Because there's been a lot of speculation about whether this situation could lead to bigger names being pulled in. Now, let's be clear, this is complete speculation right now. There's no solid proof that Hollywood's elites are connected to Diddy's case. But with all the rumors of secret parties and industry scandals and power abuse, it wouldn't be shocking if this investigation goes deeper than just him, right? And low-key, I think Diddy definitely pissed somebody off, okay? Now, let me be clear, I don't think he's innocent, but at the same time, I don't think this is just about justice suddenly catching up to him. Part of the reason he's in this situation might be because he didn't play by the rules of the people he's doing business with. See,
what happened was, all these years, he been playing by the rules. All these years, I'm going to play by the rules. I'm going to do right. Please trust me. Please let me in your camp. I'm going to play by the rules. I got in the camp. I'm playing by the rules. I'm playing by the rules. I'm in the camp. Hey, I'm playing by the rules. Then all of a sudden, you decide that you're going to change these rules. That's what happened. They told you to do something. You did it. They told you to, traffic people. You did it. They told you to get people hooked on horse tranquilizers. You did it. Then all of a sudden you want to try to change the narrative and do it your way. Hold up, cuz. Wait a minute. You just a dancer boy. You can't change the narrative. If y'all don't do things my way, I'ma sue y'all. Excuse me, little boy. Little dancing boy, excuse me. That's right, you heard me. I'ma sue y'all. You know you the one that did all this dirt. And I tell you what, let me make some phone calls. And they called the people, raided your house. They raided my house? Yes, sir, they raiding your house. Why you sitting over there? How they gonna raid my house when I work for them? I'm an agent. I ain't been sworn in, but they know I'm part of the police clique. I'm in the clique. I got people on my payroll. I'm a snitch for them. Whatever the hell. I don't know. Think about it. You going down, Puffy. My bad. Uncle Mike done broke the whole thing in half. My bad, y'all. I know I talk too much. Here we go.
But at the same time, I don't think this is just about justice suddenly catching up to him. Part of the reason he's in this situation might be because he didn't play by the rules of the people he's doing business with. See, a lot of these powerful people have leverage on each other, okay? That's how that works. It's like an unspoken rule in these circles. You don't step out of line unless you're ready for war. You try to play me for a fool, all that dirt you done did, I got it on wax, okay? And when I need to pull it out, it's gonna be up. That's how that works. And it's not just about money or status. It's about secrets, alliances, and control. When you're in that world, everybody knows something about everybody, okay? And that's why some people, you know, stay protected for decades while others get thrown under the bus the second they stop playing by the rules. For Diddy, he's been, you know, moving janky, you know, for decades, right? And somehow nothing really ever stuck. There has, of course, been whispers, lawsuits, and rumors, but he always managed to like walk around untouched and shit. But now everything is coming down on him all at once. Raids on his properties in multiple states, federal charges with serious prison time, his own lawyer quitting saying he can't effectively defend this nigga right here, major brands and business partners dropping him overnight. It's like the floodgates open.
And what make it so bad? If y'all want to play the race card, let's play it. The lawyer that dropped out was a black dude. Oh my God. It don't make no difference on this case, right? In this situation, nobody has played the race card and said, oh, that's just like a black man. See, a white man, the white man don't want to defend the black man. That's why he dropped out. It's a black man that dropped. He's a black lawyer that dropped out. I ain't heard nobody say nothing about no black or white thing. Black man trying to defend a black man. See, us black people, we need to stick together. Well, I ain't sticking with you when I know you did it. I don't understand this part, man. Check this out.
There has, of course, been whispers, lawsuits, and rumors, but he always managed to like walk around untouched and shit. But now everything is coming down on him all at once. Raids on his properties in multiple states, federal charges with serious prison time, his own lawyer quitting saying he can't effectively defend this nigga right here, major brands and business partners dropping him overnight. It's like the floodgates opened overnight, and Diddy went from being one of the most powerful men in hip-hop history to a walking target. Why now? Right, that's the question. We've seen this before though. When powerful people step out of line, they tend to get humbled really quick. And whether that's what's happening with Diddy right now, I don't really know. I mean, that's up for debate, right? But one thing's clear, this isn't just about allegations anymore. There's a bigger power shift happening, and Diddy is at the center of it. You ask me, Diddy is definitely beyond cooked though, and it's gonna take a miracle for him to get out of this one, and even a miracle might not come through, I'll be honest with you. What do you guys think about this topic though? If you made it this far, drop a like on this video for the algorithm, okay? And also, if you're new here, my name is Blackie Speaks. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the family. Curious to hear what you guys have to say about this topic. Catch you in the comment section below, but most importantly of all, I'll catch you on the next video, guys.
Peace.
I'm out. Deuces.
I like him, man. I mean, I really like this, my man right here, y'all. Hey, y'all go check his channel out, man. God damn. He hitting 1 million. God, man. Hitting 1 million subscribers, dog. You are doing it, y'all. You doing it. Only thing I want to say is this, man. Diddy is beyond cooked. Diddy, you got black men that don't even want to help you. All your friends, think about it, y'all. Everybody who knows Diddy knows that he did something he ain't had no business doing for years. Everybody. Nobody is saying, since nobody's saying that here comes stupid Kanye West, allegedly stupid. You know what? Let's take the beyond Kanye West marketing company, and everybody knows if you take the opposite approach, everybody's saying Puffy, guilty. He did it. Let's see how much. When we gonna get proof that he did it? Nobody's saying he's innocent. Free Puffy. So if you got one person saying free Puffy, everybody, why you say free Puffy? Why are you saying that? Let's hear why. That's all that's about. That's all it's about. Think about it. If Kanye West say free Puffy, Puffy is innocent. Now everybody wants. Well, you got information. You got receipts on saying that Puffy is innocent. What is your handle? What's that name? Who's your baby? I buy that. Stocks and bonds. How can I invest? I want to make money off of what you get. Yeah, that's all that is. That's all that is. Smoke and mirrors. Look here, man. This is some wild stuff, man. And Uncle Mike gonna ride it to the end, man. Appreciate y'all ride with me, man. Let me know if you're an ender. If you are an ender, meaning you made it to the end of this video, man, Uncle Mike loves you. We gonna put something together, man, where people can donate. Y'all know, can't move no mountains, can't do nothing in today's society without money. So I'm gonna get all the subscribers and everything to pledge. Maybe I want to say I was gonna say $5,000. I was gonna say $5 a month, but $3 a month. If we got 400,000 subscribers. If we get half of our subscribers to donate $3 a month, or even $1 a month, man, that's what I want to say. But I think we can help some people around the world. Yeah, we can help some people around the world if everybody was to take $3 bills and donate it to helping people. That's what we need to do, because our government ain't doing it. They got to pay too many people and got to pay taxes and pay all this crap. But Uncle Mike is going to do it. I can't wait to put the video up of me helping people in the Philippines. And let me tell y'all this story real quick, man. Y'all put I'm an ender, meaning you made it to the end of this story. I mean, meaning you made it to the end of this video and you heard the story. We was on the bus, right? We going back to the airport, and I got like 400 or 500 pesos in my pocket. That's not a lot of money, y'all. 500 pesos, I can't do the math. But anyway, it's 100 peso bills, right? I wish I would have brought my wallet down. I still got one in my wallet. 100 pesos is the paper, it's the what's on the paper, right? So we in line, we at the bus, we had, when the bus is riding, the 6-hour bus ride. And we at the bus station getting off, using the bathroom, getting food, stuff like that. And there's poor people, man, all over the place, man. This poor people. So this little girl, oh, hey, hi po. They say po, that's their way of being nice and respectful. Hi po. And she trying to put out money. Now I'm with my little niece, Lin. Shout out to Lin. It's like she's used to this, when the bums come around. No. Hi po, no. Right? So while she ain't looking, sorry y'all, sorry. While she not looking, I'm over there pulling my wallet out, right? I said, I'm gonna get this little girl, poor thing. She is poor, she broke. You can tell she broke. She ain't bullshitting. This ain't no bullshit. That girl is poor. You can tell she poor. She in a poor country. She trying to get anything she can to eat. So she asked her 3 or 4 times, please, anything, please. So she started asking me, and she telling, she protecting me, right? She telling her, leave him alone. So she can't keep her eyes off me. I'm different. I'm different. I'm in the Philippines, right? I'm tall too, I'm not tall here, but I'm tall there. Anyway, the more she looked at me, the more my heart is melting. So I reached in my wallet and I made sure Lynn wasn't looking. And I pulled out the smallest thing I had was 100 pesos. And I said, I always do this thing like, F it. You only live once. F it. I'm going to give her 100 pesos. I gave her the whole thing. Here you go. I got like 5 of them in my wallet, right? So I said, here you go. And I'm making sure that Lynn, who's not paying attention anyway, but she can't see it. So I'm putting it behind my back. Like, here. And she looking at me like, she know that I'm letting her know I'm giving you this money, but we don't want Lynn to know. And she looking at me like, but what if I take it and she find out and she get caught? If we get caught, what's gonna happen? Girl, take this money. If you hurry up and take the money, we won't get caught. Here, take the money. I'm doing like this with the, here, take the money. And she, so the little girl finally took the money, right? Now, I'm mad at you, little girl. She took the money and she looked and said, don't say. Because that, apparently I gave her, I didn't give her no coins. They got to, pay. So if a bum on the street, you give them a couple of coins or whatever. So I gave her 100 pesos. And she was going off and getting excited. I'm like, shh, be quiet. You got to keep this. I don't want Lynn to find out. So then she go, and I'm mad at her because she went and told some other people. Then they see, this other lady come with this baby. She holding the baby. Please, Po, please. Oh my God, oh my God. So I said, okay. Next thing you know, Lynn is like, no, get away. So when Lynn turned, because we buying food. We ready to get back on the bus after we buy the food. So we standing in line buying the food, and the little lady holding the baby is still there. So I pull my wallet back out again. Pulled out $100 pesos. Here, girl, here. Cause she got the baby with her. I feel sorry for her. Here, take this. Hurry up and leave. Now I'm like, if Lynn say something, I'm like, girl, this is my money. I'll give it away if I want. I'm thinking it's over with. Nope. This lady with the baby goes and tell another lady with the baby. I said to myself, God dang. Man, this was going on over and over again. And finally, I said, that's it. I ain't giving out no more money. I'm not giving out no more $100 pesos. I want to keep 1 or 2 to bring home with me, souvenir or whatever. That little girl, I wish I would have gave her the last peso. This is why I'm telling y'all the story, because I still had 200 pesos left, and there was one lady with a baby is saying, please, and she followed her. The bus moved. Lynn know what I'm talking about. We walked all the way that way. Couldn't find our bus. She started panicking. I could see, I can read people, my body language. I read people. I ain't panicking. I'm like, don't give. We halfway through our trip. If the bus leave us, so what? We in Philippines having fun. She panicking and running. She leaving me now, right? And no matter what, we running back and forth looking for our bus while this lady is still on my tail trying to get this 100 pesos from me. I said, God dang, you don't see what you done started. She even talking to Lynn. She talked to Lynn twice. Please, Po, Cuyo, whatever. Auntie, come on, Auntie, please. I'm trying to feed my baby. I can tell, I can't understand the language she's saying, but this is what they saying. So long story short, man, I enjoyed giving money away, and I really, really wish I can give away more. I had to cut it off. You gotta cut it off, right? And I felt bad cutting it off with that lady still. I didn't know she was gonna chase me down while we look for the bus. But I can't get that thought out of my mind, man. I wish I could find that lady right now and give her both of those $100 pesos. $100 pesos? I mean, if I'm saying that right, so I'm gonna ask Lynn. I'm gonna say, Lynn, can we go back to that bus stop? Because I know she probably is. So when I go back to the Philippines, I want to go back to that bus stop, and I want to give that lady some help. Yeah. That's how Uncle Mike feels, man. Love y'all so much, man. Look here. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. It's over an hour. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Let me know if y'all in the 2 claps. In the 2 claps, meaning you heard the whole thing and you are in the, y'all take it light, take it slow. I missed the button. Y'all tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out, y'all. Peace.